about to head out on another venture, staying at the front country camp of Deer Park. And of course, there are deer all around us grazing. Most of them are bucks, but who cares? They're gorgeous. And so is this view. Take a look at this. Good morning, friends, new and old. What a beautiful day to start a new adventure. We're again in the Olympics and about ready to head off on a 10-day adventure. We stayed last night in Deer Park so that we get a decent start. We had to do a little car maneuvering, leave a car at one trailhead so that we could be picked up by our friend at another one. And just watching the sun come across the mountains and light up the beautiful meadow that's here. We have friends. We are in Deer Park, so we have deer friends. I think you might be able to see one behind me here. And we had quite a few visitors last night in the shape of deer. And you should see the bunnies up here. Oh my gosh, they're huge. But yeah, we're about ready to get breakfast, take down camp, and head that way. Well, we're finally on the trail. Got a late start this morning because we ran into the volunteer ranger and he offered to give us a tour of the ranger station, which also just so happens to have been the old ski lodge that was up here. And there used to be a ski area up here. Coming up this road, you kind of wonder what the heck. I wouldn't drive this way, but it's really kind of fun to go inside a historic building. Really nice guy. So ended up getting a late start, and we have only about 4.5 miles today. And so not too much of a hurry or a rush. It's all downhill. And even though we're not much faster going downhill than we're going uphill, we're not too worried about getting to camp late. We'll still have enough time to spread out, lounge around a bit, and enjoy the afternoon. So let's go check out the trail today. it was kind of a rough 4.5 miles down here, but I made it. However, Christy has not made it yet. I think I left her back about 1.5 miles, 2 miles ago, and I'm really kind of concerned, actually. She hurt herself on the last hike, and she seemed to be really struggling coming down this hill, and I'm kind of wondering if it's a good idea to continue on for 10 days with her struggling the way she was. Christy, being Christy, is very stubborn, and she will want to go on. But I do believe there's a quick cutout if we decide not to continue. But maybe this isn't the year for us. Maybe we do it next year and get her knees strengthened. Yeah, I really am concerned. I want to be up there so bad. The gorgeousness of the alpine area in the Olympics is just so beautiful. And but to me, it's not worth it if you hurt yourself. Hello, and I have visitors. Anyways, I'm going to wait for her. There's also gorgeous views down by the creek, so we're going to go check out that and get some photos down there and wait for Christy, which will probably be about an hour or so, I think. Christy showed up in camp without her pack. Yeah, she had to drop it. She couldn't deal with the weight on her knees, and so I'm going back up the hill to retrieve it. And I think it should be right around the next switch switch back. Anyways, she's talking about leaving the trail early. She wants me to continue. I don't feel right continuing without her. That's also, August. There are thousands of pieces of paper on my desk that need to be worked on. So, yeah, I'll figure something out. May not take the whole vacation. So, she's feeling a little defeated, I think. But we found some nice ladies who are camping in the same area as us. They're from Idaho. And I was wrong about the switchback. And so she's down there talking to him about the shelters, and just absolutely fascinated about all the shelters. And I thought it was right here. Oh darn, must be in the switchback. Anyways, I get up there, get her pack, get back down to camp, make some dinner, get some sleep. I might soak my feet in the creek. That pretty creek. Got the pack. This is a lot of weight for my sister. She's not little. She's my older sister, but she's just a little older than me. But yeah, this is a lot of weight for her. Be coming down this hill with a bad knee. Yeah, no wonder she feels a little defeated. Anyways, got the pack. Heading back to camp. We'll discuss our departure plan. She's thinking I should just go on. I don't feel right going on without her. So, like I said, I got a lot of work to do. So we'll discuss that. But let's get this thing down so she can get her tent set up. And this isn't the happiest part of the trail. Okay. Oh, now we have a happy part. You want to see it? It's really pretty. Ready? Yeah. And then we're gonna go here, and then Camp Tony or
Slab Camp Creek. Yeah, there.
Camp Tony. Okay, and then we come out that way.
Yep.
Okay. Good morning to day 2 of our, changed adventure. We are going to go out in 4 days. We looked at the map, and we have like a 3-mile day today to get to Slide Camp. Then we'll go to Camp Tony, which is about another 3 miles, and then we'll head out on Slab Camp Trail, which is about another 3 miles. It's going to hopefully be easier and not too harsh on Christy's injuries. I'm getting a little close to the river, aren't I? But it'll be better. I mean, the injuries just proved to be too much, and she's going to likely need surgery. And she was told that previously, but the doctor said that she might be able to wear knee braces to get her through, and that didn't help. And we had a lot of weight on both of us on this trip because we're doing 10 days. It's just like last year when we did 11 days. We had a lot of weight on us. But she wasn't dealing with the injury that she's dealing with now. She's probably torn her meniscus. And now we need to just get her back into the doctor and find out. And I do believe she does have an MRI scheduled to see if she's torn it, which means she's going to need surgery. Anyways, we're going to have breakfast. We're just taking it slow and easy this morning. I'll probably go down to the creek. I found a really cool photo behind the privy, of course, because you always go to the bathroom with your camera. And then I'll probably go back down the creek and take a couple more photos. And it's a nice day. It's not blue skies, cloudy skies, but it keeps us a little cool, maybe a little humid. But I'm getting hungry and I need some breakfast. The hill that never ends. It keeps climbing and climbing again. Once you think you've reached the end, it keeps climbing and climbing again. It's a hill that never ends. It keeps climbing and climbing again. Oh, maybe we should stop. I hope so. We can definitely say I'm feeling yesterday's climb down the hill in my quads and my calves. It's kind of like ow, especially when I'm going down a hill. Christy was saying the same thing. But I think we're close to our emergency camp for tonight. And I hear the creek, so I think we're just on the other side of the creek over there. But it's overcast and cool, and we've got a bit of a breeze, but it's so humid that I'm just sweating, and man, I just want to strip down to my, intimates, my unmentionables, and cool down a little bit. Hopefully you can do that at camp. Hopefully there's not anybody around to gawk at my nakedity. Well, that was a little disappointing. Just chatted with a couple who informed me that slide camp is dry, meaning there's no water for us. So either we camp there and then hike back to where there is water, which is about a half a mile, or we continue on. So I'll have to have a talk with Christy. They said that there's a really nice area not too far. I mean, it's about, we have to go down and then there's a bridge, and right beyond the bridge is an area that we could camp, or we go all the way to Camp Tony, or go all the way, so we have to figure that out. Not having water at a campsite is not a good thing. So it's the morning again, and we got to camp. The couple who let us know that there was no water at Slide Camp, so we couldn't really stay there, let us know that, right near the bridge, right before Tony Camp, there was a little flat area that's right next to the water. It's called Duncan Flats, and look, there's the bridge, and here we are with our camp behind me. And so, we kind of decided at Slide Camp that first place we saw that had water and a place to set up 2 tents, we were going to stay here. And it was so happened to be Duncan Flats. So got camp set up last night and just kind of hunkered down. Both of us are really sore. I don't know why my muscles are hurting so bad. They usually don't hurt this bad. And Christy's kind of hurting. So luckily it's only 3 miles out. We're going to take our time. It's Sunday and don't have to really be anywhere. I mean, I've got 10 days of vacation, although I'm going to go back to work here on Tuesday. I'm going to take tomorrow off. But it's been quite a strange adventure. That and I'm doing this on my cell phone because all of a sudden my Osmo Pocket is not working properly. I've got it plugged in to see if it was the battery that died, but it shouldn't have died after 2 days of use. I didn't do that much b-roll, but whatever. So at least I have my phone, right? Anyways, get camp tearing down and we'll see you up on the hill. Well, looky here, the Osmo Pocket's working again. Don't know what happened, but it started working again, so happy about that. Again, 3 miles up, and I'll see you on the trail. Oh, thank God for sitting logs, sitting logs, sitting logs. Oh, thank God for sitting logs in the middle of the hill. We're taking a break on our hike up. We decided every sitting log that we find we're going to sit on. Although we've passed a few because there are just too many going up this hill. Yesterday we could have used a few more. They all seem to be on this side. But I just wanted to go over a little discussion about knowing when to call it quits. I mean, we had this beautiful trip planned, and even on that first day, as my legs are shaking coming down from Deer Park into Three Forks, and knowing my sister was struggling, I had hopes that we could actually finish this this year. But, you know, it was not going to happen. Her injury, and the weight of our packs, and it just wasn't coming together well for us. So we knew we had to, we couldn't push on. We would become a headline. And it's one of my goals when I'm out hiking is to never become a headline. I don't want to be that person, mountaineer rescued from the mountains. I don't want to be that person. So I know when to call it quits. Could we have pushed on? Maybe. But what would the headline read? And that's always one of those things when you're coming to the crossroads of whether you should continue or if you should bail, is what will the headline say? Well, we're almost to the car, and I wanted to reflect on a few things other than the safety. And, oh my, we've got some flowers up here I might have to stop and take pictures of. Anyways, bought a new tent. I bought the big Agnes Copper Spur UL1, which is a single sleeper, but has a lot of room in it, and I love it so much better than the Z-Packs Plexamid that I was using last year that just failed me miserably. And, yeah, we got some spirea here, some daisies, and lots of bees. Let's keep moving. Anyways, so we had that, and then I also bought the Thermarest Neo Air, which is a more lightweight. There's a trail that's cut through close to the car. I think I'm going to do that. Yeah, because I see the cars right there. Oh my gosh, we're done. But, yeah, I bought the Thermarest Neo Light Air, and really happy with that. It kept me warm. In fact, I used my sleeping bag as a quilt throughout the whole trip, all 3 nights. And did not feel any cold from the ground. In fact, last night I was a little bit too warm. But so I was really, really happy with that. A few things on food. I did not eat hardly any of my beef jerky, so I'm gonna have to figure out something else for protein. I just was not eating it. I do have like the nut butters, little packets of nut butters, so maybe I just double up on those. I don't know. Those are my 2 new big things, my 2 new items that I purchased to help try and get me a little bit more lightweight, especially when you've got a big food canister with a lot of food in it. It had to have been at least 15 pounds. So I need to work on my food. I mean, I do have dietary issues that I need to make sure I'm eating the proper foods. And so I need to make sure I'm eating the right types of food. So I have to pack a lot. Other than that, we are back at the car, and I am ready to pull off the sweaty clothes and get somewhere where you can have a watermelon. Oh, watermelon would be so lovely. And I will see you on the next adventure. Bye.